Iota value equivalent to 516.1623 rands a coin. The present cost range 514,300 to 580,455. The earlier day close 5,811. The change was 0.388, 239%. Opposite rate, ZAR to IOT. Iota cost expectation for August 2024. First and foremost cost at 767 rands. Exorbitant cost 767, while low cost 599. The founder middle value of cost 694. Iota cost estimate toward the month's end 644, change for August 16%. Iota estimate for September 2024. To start with cost at 644 rands. Exorbitant cost 799, while low cost 644. The founder middle value of cost 709. Iota cost estimate toward the month's end 747, change for September 16%. Iota cost expectation for October 2024. To start with cost at 747 rands. Excessive cost 918, while low cost 747. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 812. Iota cost conjecture toward the month's end 867, change for October 16, 1%. Iota conjecture for November 2024. At the outset cost at 867 rands. Excessive cost 959, while low cost 833. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 889. Iota cost conjecture toward the month's end 896, change for November 3%. Iota cost expectation for December 2024. In the first place cost at 896 rands. Exorbitant cost 930, while low cost 808. The found the middle value of cost 876. Iota cost gauge toward the month's end 869, change for December 30%. Iota gauge for January 2025. In the first place cost at 869 rands. Exorbitant cost 885, while low cost 769. The found the middle value of cost 838. Iota cost gauge toward the month's end 827, change for January 48%. Iota cost expectation for February 2025. Initially cost at 827 rands. Excessive cost 827, while low cost 697. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 775. Iota cost figure toward the month's end 749, change for February 94%. Iota figure for walk 2025. Initially cost at 749 rands. Excessive cost 749, while low cost 605. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 689. Iota cost figure toward the month's end 651, change for spring 1%. Iota cost expectation for April 2025. In the first place cost at 651 rands. Exorbitant cost 759, while low cost 651. They found the middle value of cost 693. Iota cost gauge toward the month's end 709, change for April 89%. Iota gauge for May 2025. At the outset cost at 709 rands. Excessive cost 713, while low cost 619. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 677. Iota cost conjecture toward the month's end 666, change for May 1%. Iota cost expectation for June 2025. At the outset cost at 666 rands. Excessive cost 666, while low cost 548. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 617. Iota cost gauge toward the month's end 589, change for June 6%. Iota gauge for July 2025. In the first place cost at 589 rands. Exorbitant cost 697, while low cost 589. They found the middle value of cost 632. Iota cost gauge toward the month's end 651, change for July 5%. Iota cost expectation for August 2025. In the first place cost at 651 rands. Exorbitant cost 808, while low cost 651. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 716. Iota cost figure toward the month's end 755, change for August 16%. Iota figure for September 2025. Initially cost at 755 rands. Excessive cost 821, while low cost 713. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 764. Iota cost figure toward the month's end 767, change for September 16%. Iota cost expectation for October 2025. Initially cost at 767 rands. Exorbitant cost 834, while low cost 724. The found the middle value of cost 776. Iota cost gauge toward the month's end 779. Change for October 16%. Iota gauge for November 2025. To start with cost at 779 rands. Exorbitant cost 779, while low cost 658. The found the middle value of cost 731. Iota cost gauge toward the month's end 707. Change for November 92%. Iota cost expectation for December 2025. To start with cost at 707 rands. Exorbitant cost 822, while low cost 707. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 751. Iota cost conjecture toward the month's end 768. Change for December 86%. Iota gauge for January 2026. In the first place, cost at 768 rands. Exorbitant cost 768, while low cost 651. The found the middle value of cost 722. Iota cost gauge toward the month's end 700. Change for January 89%. Iota cost expectation for February 2026. In the first place, cost at 7,000 rands. Exorbitant cost 869, while low cost 7,000. The found the middle value of cost 770. Iota cost estimate toward the month's end 812. Change for February 16%. Iota estimate for walk 2026. First and foremost, cost at 812 rands. Exorbitant cost 883, while low cost 767. The found the middle value of cost 822. Iota cost estimate toward the month's end 825. Change for spring 16%. Iota cost expectation for April 2026. First and foremost, cost at 825 rands. Exorbitant cost 897, while low cost 779. The found the middle value of cost 835. Iota cost estimate toward the month's end 838. Change for April 16%. Iota estimate for May 2026. In the first place, cost at 838 rands. Exorbitant cost 911, while low cost 791. The found the middle value of cost 848. Iota cost gauge toward the month's end 851. Change for May 16%. Iota cost expectation for June 2026. To start with, cost at 851 rands. Exorbitant cost 922, while low cost 802. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 859. Iota cost conjecture toward the month's end 862. Change for June 13%. Iota conjecture for July 2026. At the outset, cost at 862 rands. Excessive cost 884, while low cost 768. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 835. Iota cost conjecture toward the month's end 826. Change for July 42%. Iota cost expectation for